Hello, everybody, and I would like to thank my wonderful subscribers.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Ace Attorney Turnabout Divide, Episode 4, Day 3. And today, we're gonna get into the trial. Now, I'd like to remember, we just finished investigating, and we did talk to the second witness, who is probably going to be brought up in this case. December 27, 10 a.m. District Court Room number 3. Can't do this shit. We have Manfred. We have Phoenix. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Is you not to say anything? Very well, apparently the prosecution is also ready. Yeah, that's what that means, right? Who is the judge here anyway? Because I'm not seeing them. Mr. Von Tarma, your opening statement. Are you really not to say anything? Really? Very well, apparently, no opening statement. Not so fast! Wait, no, I can do better. Not so fast, Judge! I was taking a meaningful pause before speaking. You took way too long on that, though. Right, of course. A prediction. Okay. Today's trial will end 3 minutes from now. I'm sorry, what? How? Okay. Why 3 minutes? Order! Order! Mr. Von Tarma, what is the meaning of your statement just now? Objection! Bah! Must you question everything? It will be over in 3 minutes. We have no time to waste. Okay, but shouldn't your prediction account for the fact that we don't care if it ends in 3 minutes or not? It's more that you want us to hit it than predicting that is how it will happen. I'll call my witness now! Right. I call my witness, my decisive witness, to the stand. It's that mysterious boat shop owner. Yeah, that's him. Oh my god. Witness, state your profession! I am the proprietor of the restaurant, the Wet Noodle at 38. And I also rent boats. The night of the incident, you were in the boat rental shop, correct? That's a leading question, by the way. You're not allowed to do that in the real court of law. Yep, I was. You see, you can't ask the question where the answer is in the question. Please testify. You can't ask, oh, were you here all day? You have to ask, where were you all day? Wait a second. We still haven't heard who this old guy is. I don't even need to shave. Raise an objection. Wait a minute. The witness hasn't stated his name yet. What are we gonna put on the record? He's not a mister? Because I did not ask him, Mr. Wright. Bah! I have predicted this trial will end in 3 minutes. Shut up asking trivial questions and cooperate. Yeah, right. The witness will state his name. Well, I'm not really sure, yep. What do you mean? My, memory. Your Honor? The witness does not remember anything beyond the last several years. And though he cannot remember his own name. Wait, no, that didn't even sound like him. What was I doing with that one? And though he cannot recall his own name. He can't recall, you say? Yes, but the incident in question took place 3 days ago. He can testify. Very well. Let's hear his testimony then, shall we? Witness, testify. Witness testimony. The night of the murder. It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight. Yep. I was in the restaurant where I rent boats as usual. You don't think that's weird? I never hear about anywhere else renting boats. And then I heard a bang. Yep. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat floating on a lake. Bam! Then I heard another bang. Not 3, I only said 2. Matthew said 1. Just about then, the boat comes back to shore and a man walks by my window. Okay. Very well. I'd like to begin the cross-examination. Nah. There is nothing to question in my witnessing testimony. And so, no need for a cross-examination. Besides, there are only 10 seconds before our 3 minutes are up. Judge, your verdict now. Yes. Mr. Wright? Okay, well now I actually really want to see what happens if we make his prediction come true. Because I think it would be hilarious if we made it come true. Also, I feel like I should just overturn all of these. Just keep it all even. Don't cross-examine. He's right. That testimony sounds pretty solid. Maybe I should hold back. But Nick, you have to cross-examine him. It is your only chance to turn this trial around. Your only chance. Oh, right. So, wow, okay, that felt kind of like pointless. I don't know why I was given a choice that really had no impact immediately. Okay, some choice-based games do that, where, the choices are, you know, they don't really matter, but usually they aren't, so obvious that they don't matter. What are you saying? Of course I'll cross-examine the witness. Very well. You may begin. Damn, that was actually... Well, I wanted to, take a picture of that. Dude, he hit his hand and, he, yelled really loudly. Excuse me, Mr. Von Tarma? 3 minutes have just passed. No, wait, he's like, objection! 3 minutes have just passed. I see. Well, then, let's just take our time. So, Ron Tarma, you really didn't predict that we would want to do a crossing examination? Would it have killed you to add, like, 5 to, like, 6 minutes to the timer? You may cross-examine the witness. Cross-examination. The night of the murder. It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight. Yep. I already read all this. I should just, hold it. Just after midnight, you say? Yep, just around then. Are you sure? Pretty sure, yep. When I talked to you yesterday, you were rather vague about the time. I'm surprised you seem so sure about it today. Objection! I asked him, and he remembered. Isn't that right? Right? Don't glare at me like that. I remembered clearly I did. Yup. You see? Continue. I was in the restaurant where I usually rent boats. Is there anyone who can verify that? Your parent, I guess. Well, I guess Polly could. That's not good enough for a court of law. Mr. Wright, exactly what's not good enough? Well, Your Honor, this Polly is a parent. We can't really take her testimony. A parent? Don't glare at the jail, pizza boy. Did you call the judge a jail? Pizza boy? Chief? The prosecution conceded that we cannot prove the witness was in the shop. Witness, please continue. Oh wow, he just conceded something. Which makes sense, you know. He may not be able to prove it, but yeah, there's no reason to believe he wasn't there. You know, and then we would have to, like, accuse him of being somewhere, and we would need to prove it. And I honestly believe he was there the whole night. Witness, please continue. Then I heard a bang, a yap. And where did the bang seem to come from? Well, from the gate, I figure. Are you certain? Yep. Good. Continue. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just floating on the lake. Was there someone on the boat? It was pretty far out there. I couldn't see clearly. Objection? But I figured there were 2 men out there, yup. But you couldn't see them clearly. Yep, at the time, that is. At the time. Well, what time did you figure it out? Then I heard another bang. So you heard 2 gunshots total. Yep. That's what Yada said in her testimony yesterday. Okay, So I think at some point we are gonna have to use. We are gonna have to use this. It was fired 3 times. Everybody is saying 2, but it's 3. And then we have this second 8 picture, which is empty. And if this was a picture of the men shooting each other, wouldn't it have the men shooting each other? So the fact that it's empty is really suspicious. Okay, that's just what I'm thinking. Just about then, the boat comes back to shore, and a man walks by my window. By your window? Yeah, by my window. Right outside the window of my little shop. And could you see the man's face? His face? Well, the pond pretty darn sure did, because he was right there in front of me. I saw him. This is a rather important detail. Add it to your testimony. Tit, tit, tit. I have a bad feeling about this. We're doomed, Phoenix. Doomed. We fucked ourselves. That man wasn't offended. He was saying, I can't believe he's dead. If I know Von Parma, he spent time preparing his witness. I'm not going to find contradictions very easily in this testimony. Well, it's tough enough being a lawyer. I get how he says that as if he hadn't been doing it for a long time. I don't think I can argue that. Wait, can I argue that? Just after midnight. Oh wait, maybe that is it. Shit. No, I didn't mean to do that. Okay. Oh my god. Dude, you don't have to get involved every time. You already won. Basically, my witness could be declared guilty at any moment. God, that was so yawn. Okay. Present is the right one. I should probably save it, right? Okay, there we go. Okay, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna read it first. Okay. Okay, so yeah. One of the contradictions I think there might be is that he says just after midnight, but this was on midnight. Wait, no. Is midnight? Yeah. When is midnight? I mean, maybe this is a contradiction. Shit. Okay, wait. Okay, so... Okay, wait, can I project here? Shit. Okay, yeah, give me God, it sounds... I hate how, when, the voice line when you're right is the exact same as if you're wrong. Okay, well, I'm fine being penalized, okay? But, yeah, I'm still gonna deal with what I have. Okay, so it's not that. I think we can easily do this one. Yeah, I get that one. Okay, well. Shit. Okay, not those. Okay, I need a second read. of this whole thing. Okay. Did I actually do this one yet or not? I'm looking for anything related to time. Okay, definitely not that. Wow, okay. I'm not willing to do every piece of evidence, okay, in the, okay, just after midnight, yeah. I mean, the restaurant, yeah. Back to the pain, yeah. I just can't guess what it is, shit. Okay, wait. Okay, I don't think it's any of these. Okay, it's definitely not any of the other ones. Wait, shit. Yeah, I'm not gonna find contradictions easily, but it's a game. It's supposed to be hard. Okay, let me, look it down, okay. It was midnight on... oh, the Robert autopsy. I don't think that matters because it fits in with what he's saying. Okay. I'm thinking maybe I should try it at least. Shit. Wait, let me go back. Okay, maybe at... No, okay, no. Okay, well, I have 2 hearts, yeah. Shit. Okay. Okay. Then I heard the bane, yeah. Okay, I feel like I should have gotten more information out of this one. Because he's not telling me good times. Can I flash this? Okay, I think it really helped me. Yeah, we did it. He's very certain. God. I think let me flash this one. You heard 2 gunshots total? Yep. That's what Yana said in her testimony yesterday. Okay, this really does feel like I'm supposed to reveal the fact that there were 3 gunshots. But I've tried both ways of showing that. Is it this? I'm gonna try it. Wait, no, that'd be like the dumbest thing to try first. No. No, okay, not. Okay, well, I'm gonna use my rewind magic to go back in time. Okay, I begin this shit. Okay, just after midnight, yup. Okay, I heard a bane, yap. I heard a bane, yap. Well, he just gonna say it came from the 8. That isn't really helpful. Oh, the issue with that, the testimony is well. You know, I need a minute. Hello, everybody. We are back. And, so yeah. I went to the bathroom. That was all I did. But yeah. So, I think I could just go and press every statement again. You know. Did I ever press this one even? Are you sure? Uh-oh. Dad! I like how Phoenix is using that weird delusion he has. Dead certain, Peace. He said, I can't believe he's dead, as he was walking by, too. Shit. Well, that's not good. Witness, are you sure the person you saw was Miles Edgeworth? You know, one thing that I really like about Von Parma is that he makes it seem like he's on the side of truth and justice. You know, he says, are you certain? Are you sure? Like, he makes it sound like he really cares about the answer. But all he's really doing is eliminating our possibilities. By asking himself, he takes an option away from us. He asks, are you certain about that? When he knows that if he prepared the witnesses, they are immediately gonna answer, yes, I am certain. So that's something I really like about Von Parma's tactic. He makes it feel like he cares about the answer. Are you certain? It was him, that Edgeworth boy! Damn. Okay, well, now what? This sounds like decisive evidence, indeed. I see no room for doubt. Von Parma. He lured me into a cross-examining so he could set me up for a fall. Tit, tit, tit. I don't like the way things are going here. Everyone in the courtroom is glaring at us. I better act quick or this trial is going to be over. Raise an objection. Your Honor, we proved in yesterday's trial that it could not have been Edgeworth who fired the gun. Mr. Wright, are you referring to the fingerprints found on Edgeworth's right hand, found on the gun? And the photograph showing a man firing with his left hand? Exactly. Nah. That is easily explainable. He could have wiped his prints after he fired. You are ignoring the truth of the matter here. Everything in this witness's testimony is fact, true, certain. The judge is lost in thought. What should I do? Okay, raise an objection. What are we even talking about? Your Honor, this witness claims that Mr. Edgeworth says, I can't believe he's dead. But his word is all we have. If he were telling a lie, Mr. Wright, in a court of law, the evidence tells all. Apparently, you have yet to realize even this basic fact. If you say his testimony is a lie, show us proof. Nick, do we have evidence? It's no good. There's nothing I can do. Are you sure? To be honest, I don't know what to do anymore. Please, can you hear me, sis? Please. We need your help. Nick needs you. Tit, tit, tit. 3 minutes was perhaps too high in expectation. However, 15 minutes isn't bad. This must be a new record. I thought most trials end in a day. We've already had 2 days. There can't be a new record in that case. Unless you mean the record of the shortest trial to have 2 days. Enough! The witness may leave the stand. What the hell is happening? This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial, nor is there any need for any more time to decide the case against the defendant. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts. What? No. This court finds the defendant, Miles Edgeworth. What the fuck? What the fuck? No, wait, did I use? Should I? No. Maybe? No, I'll wait. It will let me go back anyway. The accused will surrender to the court immediately, to be held pending trial at a higher court within a month from today's date. That is all. This court is adjourned. God damn. No, I lost. What? Wait. Who is that? Not Maya. Who was that just now? Me. Who the hell could it be? Not you. Not you. Well, maybe, but that doesn't sound like you. You wouldn't talk like that. It could be you. It could be him. Can't be you. Maybe, but probably not you. I can see it being you. Probably not you. You wouldn't sound like that, would you? Not you, you're dead. Not you, I don't know where you are. Not you, you were about to win. Not you. So is Yali or Yana? Huh? What? Yali? Yali? What are you doing here? Listen, you gotta listen to me. I was there in the park the night of the murder. I wasn't sure about it till just yesterday. But today I remembered. Remembered what? The gunshot. What? Are you lying for us? I heard it too. Shit. There's everything now. Well, no wonder I couldn't find an issue with the other testimony. I wasn't supposed to. I was supposed to move on to this one. Okay, that's confusing. Order! What is the meaning of this? I didn't plan this part. I don't like it. Ew. The verdict has been decided. I call for adjournment. One moment, Mr. Von Parma. So, you say you heard a gunshot? Yeah, I did. A gunshot that night. I was sitting here in the audience listening to the testimony. Then I realized something he said was different from what I remembered. Anyhow, I can't just sit here and yet you call Eddie a murderer. It's just not right. I'll testify. Let me testify. Wow, he is stepping up. Order, order. Well, this is the first time something like this has happened in my court. I'm not quite sure how to proceed. Judge, you've already given your decision. The trial is over. He is guilty. Man, this is it. Gary's given us one final chance like I did yesterday. Maybe that's the lesson. The real winning is with the friend we did along the way. She's right. If only it wasn't Yali. seen it? You can't be pity, bitch. He can make things even worse. Mr. Edward rejected Slan guilty, Ned. It doesn't get any worse. You're right. Okay. Your Honor. If there's another witness, it is our duty to hear him speak. Right here, right now. A waste of time. The verdict cannot be overturned. Allow me to speak my opinion. In all court proceedings, it is our duty to prevent an inaccurate verdict. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how it should work for all courts. In order to make sure no mistake has been made, every witness should be heard. What is this? I withdraw my previous verdict of guilty. Mr. Von Tarma, I order you to call this new witness to testify. Now! Damn. What? The court will now adjourn for a 5-minute recess. After that, we will hear this new witness. Court is adjourned. Damn. December 27. December 27. 10:28 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 2. Woo. That was too close. Sorry to keep you on the edge of your seat like that, Edgeworth. I've seen worse. Yeah, right, Edgeworth. You're sweating bullets. I just wonder what Yuri plans to say in there. Yuri was at the lake that night? Yes. He said he went using with a steel samurai balloon that fell into the lake. Oh, right. And he found the balloon in air tank that night? Yeah. Hey, Edgeworth. Huh? You say something right? Yeah, a lot of things. You seem out of it. What's wrong? Well, he could be declared guilty within today or tomorrow. And that's probably why he's worried. It's nothing. Huh? Mr. Edward, there's something I've been meaning to ask you. What's that? Why are your fingerprints on the murder weapon? Oh. When he fell into the lake, I went into a daze. I couldn't understand what had happened. I couldn't think straight. Then I saw the pistol lying on the floor of the boat in front of me. I picked it up without thinking. I didn't have a reason, really. Not good. You are really lucky Von Tarma doesn't know that you were in a daze. If he knew you were in a daze, he could easily use that as the reason. Here's what Von Tarma can say. Here's what happened, Tort. Mr. Edward shot him with his left hand. After that, because it was an act of passion, Mr. Edward flew into a daze. He was confused. He didn't know what he had done, and he dropped the gun. After his mind returned, he picked up the gun with his right hand. Thus, that is how the how the fingerprint ended up on the weapon. He was wearing glove on his other hand, but not his other hand. I see. Right. Yeah? This might be our chance. Our chance? Von Tarma has only ever run perfect trials. Perfect trials? Perfectly prepared witnesses. Perfectly complete evidence. That's the secret to his success. Meticulous engineered planning. This is the first time he's ever had to deal with something unexpected. Really? Like, ever? Like, he was like 26, right? Like, when he started out. Let me go back to my, yeah, 40. I think he's like, I'm not doing the math. But yeah, no, he would be in his 20s. Are you telling me that from the very beginning, he has never had to deal with something unexpected? He has to get someone taught. He hasn't even taught to testify before the court. And that someone is Yaley. What are you getting at? It's likely his testimony will be full of holes, right? That's right, Nick. No 10-minute trial this time. We'll melt this one for all it's worth. Hey, it was 15 minutes. 15! Everything's on Yaley now. Okay, we're going right back into it. Wow. December 27th, 10:35 a.m. District Court number 3. Court is back in session. Witness, please testify to the court about everything you saw on the night of December 24. Right, leave it to me. Please, Yuri, don't mess this one up. I hate to admit it, but you're our last chance. Montarma didn't even have time to prepare his witness. I just hope Edgeworth is right about this being our big break. Okay. Witness testimony the night of the murder. I'm gonna shave. How do why can't I shave? Oh, well, I can't shave because of that. Okay. That night, I was out on the yacht. Out on a boat in the yacht in a wall in the power of a hall. I was looking for something and I found it. So I quietly slipped back to the boat. So I quietly slipped the boat back at the rental, whatever, I don't care. Then, just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. I looked over the yacht, but I didn't see a boat. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. That was an unusually vague testimony, even for this court. In any case, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. What's wrong, Nick? It's Yaley. I have no idea what he's gonna say if I press him. I'm a little scared. Well, we've come this far. There's no way to go but forward, Nick. She's so nice. I liked her. The night of the murder. I don't know. She's like so supportive in a weird way. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? There were so many things wrong. I don't even know where to begin. Okay, first of all, what time was it? Oh, it was after 11 when I went out to the boat. In the boat. By that time, everyone had gone home for the night. So I waited until the coast was clear, so to speak. And why were you out on a boat at such a late hour? Okay. You looking for something? Yeah. Mr. Buck, what was it that you were looking for? What the witness was searching for is irrelevant. Most likely he was hunting for this Doherty. That's surprisingly close to the truth in a sense. This is all irrelevant. Yet, get it over with. So I tried to slip the boat back in at the rental shop dock. Oh shit, I forgot to... Okay, sorry, sometimes I forget that I'm supposed to press on it and I just read it out loud. About what time was that? Well, let's see. I figured I was searching for about an hour. I think it was around 12, yeah, midnight. You're not sure? Hey, don't give me that young face. I'm not some sort of human sundial, okay? People use watches these days, really. Also, it was night. You couldn't read a sundial at night. Where did the sound come from? Well, I wasn't too sure about that. I looked around, you know? Did you look at the gate? Yeah, I looked. I looked all over the gate, but I didn't see a boat. Wasn't there a boat on the gate that night? Order, order! Well, Mr. Butt. Whoa, whoa. Everybody, calm down, okay? I mean, it was real foggy that night. I'm not sure about whether there was a boat or not. Oh, okay, no problem. That's just the most important part of this case. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. You only heard one bang? Correct? Yeah? Huh. Well, Nick? It was a pretty wishy-washy testimony, wasn't it? I guess I should just start working on the contradiction. Sorry. I wish I could be more helpful. I wish I could call my sister. That night, I was out in a boat on the lake. Okay, well, I believe you. And I believe this. Yeah, you would have to return it. Okay. Okay, so obviously, the most clear contradiction is this one. At least to me, it is the most obvious. Let me, do the done, I guess? No, wait, I think I should do... Where's Yada's deposition? Yeah, okay. Wait a second, Yami! Well, what? You only heard one bang? You're sure? Like what I said. But Miss Yada Hart testified she heard two bangs yesterday. And the old man just now said the same thing. They both heard two gunshots that night. Huh? Were you even listening? Were you paying attention at all to what they said? Yo, Mitt, please. Huh? You know, something's been bothering me. What is that, Yeri? I'm a witness, see? I'm like a customer here. No, that's not how it works. You're not going to touch the ring here, buddy. No, buddy, oh boy. No, you're not. So, yeah, you gotta treat me nice and stuff, okay? Huh? Mr. Bot? What? You only heard one gunshot. Are you sure? Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not sure. What? Huh? Eh? Not sure? How can you be not sure? Well, yeah. Well, yeah. I might have missed the other gunshot. I was, listening to something else. Something else? My radio, dude. With my headphones, dude. What? Order, order. And stop that booing. Mr. Box. You were listening to the radio that night with your headphones? Yeah, so what? That a crime? I listen to my radio. Everyone listens to the radio. What's the big deal? Mr. Von Tarma, your opinion. Waste of time. I do not accept this witness, nor his shoddy testimony. Shit. Well, Mr. Wright, should he continue? What the hell happens if I say that's enough? What, do we just forfeit? That's enough. No, I think I've heard enough. This is all too embarrassing. In fact, I think we've all heard enough. What are you thinking, man? If you stop now, Mr. Edward will be found guilty. I know, Maya, but it's just too embarrassing. I don't like how this is happening. I'm embarrassed. Okay, I can't see shit without my glasses. I'm really blind if I can't read it. We have to turn this trial around now. Well, yeah, but Maya, I'm embarrassed. I don't think anybody should have to hear Yuri's incessant farting. Also, these smell like alcohol. I mean, like medicine alcohol, by the way. Your Honor, please allow the witness to continue his testimony. I feel like what is the point of having that option? Like, if you're gonna have the option, at least give it a proper ending. Like, oh, my Edward, you've been declared guilty. You know, at least make it an important choice. Like, oh, you failed. Bah! Nothing is more pitiful than a lawyer who did not know when he yawned. Very well, Mr. Botch. Please give your testimony and be sure to include details like your radio. Right, give it to me. I wouldn't if there was any other way out of this. Believe me. Witness testimony. What Yuri heard. It's Yuri being alone on Christmas Eve. That's why I was listening to an all-with-left show That's why I was listening to an all-with-left show on the radio. See? I was listening to it real booming loud, right? But I'm sure I heard that gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it too. Okay, that's a testimony. You were listening to your radio at a high volume? Yeah, what's the problem? Can a man listen to a radio in peace? Isn't this a free country? I truly believe Yuri has no idea what the problem here is. Judge, can you believe a word this witness is saying? What he heard was probably nothing more than a drum beat from the radio. True enough, it is difficult to believe this testimony. Wait, Your Honor. The witness said he remembered exactly what the DJ said when he heard the gunshot. Excuse me? DJ? What the heck is a DJ? I've heard of a blue jay, but no DJ. An announcer. The guy who says things on the radio. Or Dale. Anyway, what this means is when he heard the sound, no music was playing. I really wish we could pick. Peanuts, I wanted to say that. Or at least I wanted to be given the choice to say that. I don't know, give us choices, put 3 choices on, all of which could be right. And then, let us pick this option. Why did Phoenix get to do it? We are Phoenix. What this means is, when we heard the sound, no music was playing. The DJ only talked between songs, so he could have heard the gunshot from the gate. I'd like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Wright. I can't believe I'm continuing this charade. Cross-examination. What Yuri heard. What is his shirt supposed to be? It's only being alone on Christmas Eve. So you turned on the radio. Right. I just wanted to hear someone's voice, you know? You don't know what it's like being there, alone, on Christmas Eve, alone. I shouldn't have said anything. That's why you're listening to an all-access show on the radio, see? Did you, by any chance, remember the name of the program you were listening to? This had nothing to do with the tape, Your Honor. I mean, no. If we got the information, and we find out when it happened, we could verify his testimony to utter completion. We would have proof that the radio show he was listening to is real and accurate. That would be one more piece of proof that you have for your witness, Von Tarma. Objection sustained. The witness was listening to the radio. That is all we need to know. Tell us, Mr. Buck, how loud was your radio set to that night? What, he was supposed to remember the amount of bars he did? Like this? How do I control the volume, actually? Oh, wait, it's on the device? What, is he supposed to remember how many bars it was? Like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Like that? Okay. Real booming loud. Like this music? Yeah, you know. And you had headphones on. Yeah. I wouldn't think you could hear anything going on outside at all. But he did. But I'm sure I heard that gunshot. Can you prove that? No. Oh no, of course you can't. Shit. Nah, I can't prove it. But I remember that moment real clear. I mean, while I was talking about it, it came back to me really clear, you know? Like I'm a liar. Okay, what was the DJ saying? What did she say? Mr. Wright, please cease these pointless questions. What possible good could knowing what a radio DJ said do us? Indeed, Mr. Montarma has a point. I'll allow the question only if you see some reason why we should pay it. I really want to see what happens if I say I don't pay it. We shouldn't do it. Right. I didn't really have a deep reason for asking now that I think about it. Understood, Your Honor. I withdraw my question. Continue your examination of the witness, then. This is getting nowhere. This is the most ludicrous testimony I've ever heard. But there's one gleaming ray of hope in there. I'm not impressed until we get to the bottom of what happened. Okay, I'm gonna reload to see what happens now. We should care, because of course we should. We are mankind. It is our job to care. Why? Well, how do you know if we don't ask? Huh? Fine. Very well. Mr. Buck, please testify to the court. What was the radio announcer saying when you heard the gunshot? When she said, hey, it's almost Christmas, I heard the gunshot. Are you sure? Of course I am. She had this really sexy voice that made me want to fuck and cuddle her. Maybe Montarma would be great. I'm not sure how they're helping us at all. Then the most unit. Oh, really? I kind of thought that would be it. Okay. Okay, so let me remember the timeline. No, sorry, wrong one. Okay. This doesn't really help. It could be either day, that's like 2 whole days. This says almost Christmas, which means like tomorrow, I guess. Oh, these are. Okay, well that didn't really help me. I don't really like how I can't go the other way to get to the last one. It would be way faster than having to click through all the statements. Okay, I think I have to actually present evidence. Okay, so we're looking for evidence that goes against it. I think it should be, but it said just after. Oh wait, maybe. Oh wait, is this it? Yeah, wait. Are you absolutely sure what you said is correct? Huh? What's with that face? You should dare me, dude. Hey, if you're trying to sit dare me, you better know I don't sit there easily. I'm a big boy. Is something the matter, Mr. Wright? Your Honor, did you hear what the witness just said? The DJ said, hey, it's almost Christmas. When he heard the gunshot. Indeed, and almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. Do you realize what this means? When he heard the gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve. That would seem to be the case, yes. But that contradicts the two testimonies we have had so far, Your Honor. Both Miss Hart and the old man said it was after midnight when they heard the shots. In other words, when they heard the gunshots, it was already Christmas. Yaley heard it earlier. There is a clear contradiction, Your Honor. Order, order. What did this mean? The two prior witnesses heard gunshots after midnight. However, this witness said he heard a gunshot before midnight. I'm gonna be honest, if I were Von Tarma, I would object immediately with saying that, haha, Mr. Wright, you are proving your own downfall. 2 beats 1. My 2 witnesses are more reliable than your 1 idiot witness. That's what I would say. I would just say that. Judge, the answer is simple. The current witness is plainly mistaken. Just look at him. Suspicious. What? Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think about Buck's claim he heard the gunshot before midnight? Well, I can't say he's wrong. I don't want to play into Von Tarma's hand. Yaley's not mistaken, Your Honor. He heard that gunshot before midnight. Intriguing. I'm assuming you have evidence for this wild claim. Show me evidence there was a gunshot before midnight. This is it. Pretty damn obvious. A little too obvious. Take that. Look at this photograph. This was taken by our witness yesterday, Miss Yada Hart, with her automatic camera. The timestamp on the photo reads December 24, 11:50 p.m. Oh? But there's nothing on the there's nothing on the date in this picture, sir. Your Honor. The real issue here is not why nothing is shown in this photograph. It's why this photograph exists at all. What do you mean? Oh my God, Judge, are you this dumb? Okay, listen, the camera only works by hearing noises. If this picture exists, that means that there was a loud enough noise to take a picture. Which means that at that time, a sound emanated. Okay, Judgy boy? Okay, Judgy boy? Your Honor, this photograph was taken by an automatic camera. That camera was set to go off in response to loud noises. Aha! Okay, so you didn't need all the help. Correct. There was a loud noise on the gate at 11:50 p.m. That is why this photograph was taken. Who says photograph? Just say photo or picture. In other words, when Yaley heard that gunshot, it was most definitely still Christmas Eve. Indeed, it would seem that that is the case. Then, where did that leave us? Miss Hart testified that she heard the gunshot after midnight. Are you claiming that she was mistaken? Not at all, Your Honor. It is a fact. It is a fact that the camera was also triggered at 15 minutes after midnight. This is such a good game I'm playing live with recording. Your Honor, that night there were 2 sets of gunshots with a 25-minute pause between them. I'm gonna take a picture of that. Why would this be? Don't be fooled, Judge! That camera was set to respond to loud noises. Yes? Nah. There's no proof that the loud noise at 11:50 was a gunshot. I mean, yeah, but technically my proof could just be my witness's testimony. My witness literally just said that he heard a gunshot. And this picture proves that there was a loud noise. They help each other out. They hold each other up. That's kind of what I was going for. Why? The witness could have sneezed, triggering the camera. No, that's not how that works. Right. Okay, do we have to bring the witness back? I'm sure that the last witness could easily tell us how sensitive the camera is. Hey, my nose was clear that night, man. Clear. Well, Mr. Wright, there's no turning back now. Can you prove that the loud noise at 11:50 p.m. was indeed a gunshot? Please show the court evidence if you have any. I'm gonna be honest, man. I think that my witness's testimony should be my evidence. But if I had to guess what the real evidence is, it's probably the gun, right? Everyone had been saying 2 noises. This gun could prove 3 noises. This is my evidence. If I turn it around, I can shoot you dead. The murder weapon? Something about this pistol was bothering me, Your Honor. Both of the witnesses who testified yesterday heard 2 gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. When was the last shot fired? Only now have I realized the truth. The 3rd shot was the shot Yaley heard just before midnight. Order. That would make sense of the evidence we've seen so far. However, this leaves me wondering what did happen that night on the 8th. Exactly. If this is true, there were 2 sets of gunshots separated by 25 minutes. One at 11:50, another at 15 minutes after midnight. I should write this down, shouldn't I? I really should be writing this down. Shit. Give me a minute. I'm gonna do it here, I guess. Gun noise at 11:50, and then I'm gonna put gun noise at 11:25. Why? I ask you, why? Uh-oh, I better think of something clip. Wait a second. Gunshot separated by 25 minutes. Ah! Shit! What's wrong, Mitt? I have it. Huh? Remember the case with the steel samurai? Huh? Yeah, of course I remember. The murderer in this case had the same idea as the murderer in that case. Okay. Maya. Yes? If we don't figure this out now, we'll never return. Sorry. If we don't figure this out now, we'll never overturn Edward's guilty verdict. I've got a hunch, and I'm gonna run with it. Right. I mean, is that safe? Okay, so the last case was the case of the steel samurai, where the murderer, I guess they altered the time of death, maybe? They tried to trick us into, like, misbelieving the time of death, or, like, technically, she altered where the murder was. Safe. We've already got a guilty verdict. We have nothing to lose. You just watch and let me know if anything I say sounds fishy, okay? Right, Mitt. Your Honor? Yes, Mr. Wright? The testimony just now cleared up the entire case. What do you mean, Mr. Wright? Tick, tick, tick. So you finally realized the truth? There can be no other murderer here than Mr. Miles Edwards himself? No, no, no. Wrong, Von Tarma. A man was shot that night, but it wasn't Edwards who did the shooting. Nah, nah, nah. Listen, rookie. Take a deep breath and consider the facts. At the time of the murder, one boat was on the lake. This was shown by the witness's photograph. The defendant, Edward, and the victim, Robert Hammond, were on the boat. Bam! There was a gunshot fired on that boat, and Robert Hammond fell into the lake. The distance of the shooting was 1 meter. It couldn't have been suicide. Well, the guilty party has to be the other man on the boat. Why are we assuming it all happened on the boat? The only reason we have to believe that is a photograph. We never actually saw the other man fall into the ocean. I admit, it is hard to imagine any other possibility. Yes, but this assumes that the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight. What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? What if it happened before? We have photographic evidence of the time of the shooting. The time stamp on the photo says 01. Okay. But yeah, we heard a gunshot 25 minutes before that. I'm gonna put Yeri. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot on the boat. That's the only way Edwards could be innocent. I never noticed, but he gripped his shoulder really weird. Mr. Edwards, are you... No, wait. Mr. Edwards. I mean, Mr. Wright, are you quite mad? Explain who the two men on the boat are. Okay, let me think about it. Edwards is being honest, so it can't... Edwards has to be one of the options. Okay, Phoenix Wright is saying that he was killed earlier than this image, so Hammond can't be standing up. And if it isn't Hammond, then it has to be the murderer, right? Of course, it was Edgeworth and the real murderer. After the murderer killed Hammond at 11:50, he assumed the guise of Mr. Hammond and met Mr. Edgeworth. What? Are you serious? Yes, Edgeworth won't tell us why he went to the yacht that night. However, I have a hunch. That night, Robert Hammond told Edgeworth to the yacht. Now, Edgeworth didn't know Hammond's face that well. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Hammond's place. He wouldn't know. I'm not sure what to make of all this. You the Trish! Mr. Wright, tell us the name of the murderer then. The murderer's name? Right, it's... No. I don't know. Wait a minute. Maybe because I can't know. Because we don't know who this guy is. Everybody else has a proper name. But you don't have a name. I don't know. Actually, I don't know the murderer's name. You don't know? Bah! Again, you waste my time. I don't know because he never told us. The murderer is the caretaker of the boat shop. That old man. At 11:50, he was the one who killed Robert Hammond. The caretaker of the boat shop? Where did he do this? There weren't any boats on the yacht then. Why would he have to go all the way out on the yacht just to shoot someone? May I suggest that the real scene of the crime wasn't on a boat? What? Well, then where did the murder take place? I don't know. It could be anywhere. Okay. Well, it can't be all the way over here. Because Yaley was able to hear the gunshot. So it would have to be nearby Yaley. Yaley was right here. It had to be around here, right? If I were the murderer, I wouldn't want to do it over here in the open view. Maybe... But we didn't see any bloodshed stains in his house. But maybe he wiped them off. Let me do this. Let me try it. Here, of course. The boat shop, where he lived. That way, he could meet the victim without anyone else seeing. Do you have proof that the boat shop was the scene of the crime? My witness heard the gunshot. That means it would have to be close enough to him, and the boat shop is really close to where he was. I think. Recall Yaley's testimony, if you will. He went in a really weird direction. That night, he was out on the yacht, searching for something. Oh, he finds it. It returns the boat. Then, just as he's starting to head for home, he hears a gunshot. Bam! He heard a gunshot, Your Honor. Even though he was wearing headphones at the time. In other words, the gunshot was very, very close by. And where would that be if he had just returned the boat? The boat shop. Mr. Wright, what happened that night on 38? Please tell the tour from the beginning. Yes, Your Honor. Nick, are you sure about this? Not really. But I think if I start at the very beginning and I take it slow, I might be able to figure this out. That night, the caretaker of the boat shop told Robert Hammond to his shop. Oh shit. This was around 11:50. That was where the gunshot that Yuri heard was fired. After that, the caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat. He became Robert Hammond. Then he got in a boat with Edward and went to the middle of the lake. Then who fired the pistol on the boat, Mr. Wright? I just want to say Mr. Edward, just for fun. It was Miles Edward. Nick, how could that be? Wasn't the old man holding the pistol? Oh yeah, did anything. That was funny. I dashed. No, it wasn't funny. Of course, it was the murderer who shot the pistol. He shot twice, both times. He shot twice. Both missed Edward on purpose. Wait, really? Yes, I think. Why would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit anyone? Details. Know this, Mr. Wright. The moment you run out of explanation is the moment you use. Tell us why the murderer had to fire twice. Well, no. He missed on purpose according to Phoenix. Oh, to make a witness. That would explain why. Because the camera. Maybe he knew about the camera. Or yet he knew about Yada. I believe he shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor. Create a witness? Bam. The murderer lifts his pistol and fires one shot. That ensures that anyone who heard the shot would look at the lake. Indeed, Miss Hart did exactly that after hearing the first shot. Next, the murderer waits a bit and he fires again. He probably waited like 1 to 2 seconds. Then, the murderer jumped from the boat himself, leaving the pistol in the boat behind him. I see. To someone looking from the edge of the lake, it would appear that one of the men on the boat had shot the other. The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice, to draw attention to the boat. Once you realize that everything else falls into place. The boat shop caretaker fled back to his shop. Then he put Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on the body and threw the body into the gate. This is what happened, Your Honor. These are the events that transpired the night on door the 8th. Bailiff, bleed out the witness from before. The bullshot caretaker, Trixie. Shit. Very well. While we are waiting for the caretaker, I would like to ask the defendant, Miles Edward, a few questions. Mr. Edward, please take the sedan. Mr. Edward, you heard what the defense has to say. Yes. Well, why did you go to the 8th that night? Well, Edgy, answer him. What Wright said was mostly true. Astonishingly so, in fact. Exactly so, in fact. Yes. Several days ago, I received a letter. The letter was signed Robert Hammond. He asked me to come to the boat shop at the 8th at midnight on Christmas Eve. He said he had something very important to discuss with me. Something important? I'm sorry, I can't say what it was. Your Honor, sir. Hey, we are conducting a trial here. I please remain that you remain quiet. The witness had disappeared. He is at the boat shop either. What the fuck? What? What should I do? Find him! Trixie! We cannot allow him to get away! Shit! Oh my god! He ran! Mr. Von Tarma, your witness had disappeared! A search warrant has already been issued! It goes without saying that I cannot declare a verdict under these circumstances. I will have to extend the trial until tomorrow, the final day allowed. Whatever happens tomorrow happens. I request that the police department utilize all its forces to find the witnesses. The forces of gravity, electromagnetism, entropy, all of the forces. Am I understood? One more thing. Just who is the boat shop caretaker? I think his identity has become very important to this case. I want him, and I want to know who he is, and I want pictures of Spider-Man. Very well, court is adjourned. December 27, 1:22 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Yay, Nick, you did it! Yay! Huddle. Yeah? Well, at least we got out from under that guilty verdict. And what about Yaley? That was something else. Even Ron Tarma didn't know what to do with his testimony. Yaley really helped us out. Sure, when I sifted through his unique testimony. Still, he did save us. I just wish our case wasn't so down to the wire all the time. Oh, I just wish our tastes weren't so down to the wire all the time. I know what you mean. Sometimes I feel like it's us on trial instead of our client. That's because you care about them. It's called empathy. Hey, Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth? Did you say something? Don't you're pain. I mean, you're probably gonna get off the hook. You can try smiling just a bit. Relax. I'm sorry. But I fear it's not over for me yet. What do you mean? Right? There's something that's been troubling me for a long time now. What is it? And I don't know whether or not to tell you. You don't keep secrets from your, lawyer. You just tell me. Edgeworth? No, there's so little time left. I want to tell you. To get it off my chest, but I can't make up my mind. What is this about, Edgeworth? It's a nightmare I've had. It is PTSD. You better not say you have PTSD. I don't want to feel bad for you this hard, okay? Is this about your father's death or something? A memory of a crime that I committed. What? But, what? Do you think you killed your dad in the elevator? No, it's obviously the old man, right? A crime you committed. A memory of a murder. Fade to black. To be continued. Okay, everybody. And that will do it for this episode of, what are we on? Turnabout Demise. So, yeah. I think we have basically figured out who the real murderer it is. It is obviously Robert Hammond. So, yeah. I think we are gearing up for a really climactic ending. But also, for some reason, Edgeworth is bringing up his dad's death. Maybe he thinks he committed the murder? I don't know. I guess we will see next time on, what are we on? Next time on Phoenix Wright. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.